Hey there, boys and girls. I've got my shamrock plant with me because I wanted to show you the flowers that have bloomed just in this past week or so. So you can see them there. Aren't they lovely? The shamrock plant has a beautiful, delicate white flower. So pretty. And of course, we've been learning about flowers this week, and we know that although they are pretty, they have an important job to do for the plant, and that's to make the seeds. Their beauty attracts the butterflies and the bees to come to visit them, and then when the bee or the butterfly lands there, it drinks from some of the nectar from inside the flower, and while it's there, some of the pollen that's in the middle of the flower there rubs off on the legs of the bees and the butterflies. And then the bee or the butterfly flits off, lands on another flower, and some of that pollen rubs off, and that's what starts to form the seeds. So that's pretty cool. God's plan for seeds, right? So I wanted to let you know, too, that if you keep tending to your bean plants, they will flower as well. Let me show you a picture here. Do you remember this book we read a little while back called Bean? And it has a picture on this page of the flower from the beans in this book. Isn't it lovely? Beautiful purple petals there. I don't know what kind of bean was in this book. I searched through the book and I couldn't find what kind of bean. So we'll just have to wait and see, watch our great northern beans and see what color the flowers turn out to be. This will be interesting. Will they be purple like this one or another color? Mrs. Neve, I heard you say beans. Yes, Billy, I said beans. Oh, check it out, boys and girls. Oh, the crazy bean boys have been at it again. We got another combination. Okay, what have we got here? Oh, let me tilt this down so the boys and girls can see it a little better. There we go. All right, Billy. Okay, boys and girls, how many beans are on this side? 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus how many beans are over here? Now you've been doing Shake Those Beans. You've been working on your 9 equations family. Can you remember 4 plus what equals 9? Let's count and see if you were right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you get 5? 4 plus 5 equals 9. We'll write it down here. 4 plus the 5 we had over here equals 9. Of course, we've got our flashcard here. 4 plus 5 equals 9. You betcha! And the twin. Don't forget the twin, Mrs. Neve. Right. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Now, boys and girls, I've heard from some of you about which combination won Shake Those Beans. Thank you if you let me know. If you still need to send in your answer or, the outcome of your game, please post it on Teams. We want to know. All right, well, let's set these back. And, whoops. Those crazy beans. 4 plus 5, which was our combination they were acting out. And there's 5 plus 4. Oh, that was fun. Okay, Billy. Now, the reason I was really coming back over here for you was to talk about our flowers handwriting page. In your packet this week, you have a page that looks like this. And all the words listed down here have to do with flowers. At the top, write your name, of course. First and last, right spelling, correct upper and lowercase letters. Yeah. And now we're going to write down the words that are on your page. Now the first word is F, L, O, can you see okay? Yeah. W, E, R. There we are. Now, to help us sound it out, we're going to mark vowels, we're going to circle special sounds. FL, a consonant blend, a special sound, fl. Let's go ahead and circle it. There we go. And now we get to the O. We're not going to mark it. I know you might be thinking, 2 vowels, Mrs. Neve, right? Flower? No. This letter after the O is a W. So OW, let's make a note of OW right here, is making the special sound ow, ow. Now sometimes it can make this special sound O, like in snow, and you just have to kind of play with it, sound it out, see what you get. It's ow in this word. I'm going to circle the OW, making the ow sound. And then you're going to get to the E, and you're not going to mark it because the letter after the E is an R. ER makes the special sound er. So we're going to circle and it's ready for you to sound out the word. Start with your fl, then your ow, and then your Go ahead. Okay, let's do it together now. Flower. Flower, yes, of course. We had to have flower on the flower page, right? Now, by the way, this is the kind of flower that grows on a plant. It's not the kind of flour you cook with. That kind of flour is Flour, flour. Homonyms, I know, they're everywhere. Okay, when you copy flour, you might only be able to fit it one time on the line. If that's all, that's fine. If you can fit it twice, great. Let's go down to your next word. It starts with a B. B's line is at the beginning on the left, left, left. B's line is at the beginning on the left, left, left. Keep that in mind. B's line is at the beginning, even starts with B. B's line is at the beginning. B's line is at the beginning on the left, left, left. B. U. Let me pull that line down farther on the U. That's better. D. Circle and then a line. The line for the D is on the right. Okay. Are there any special sounds to circle? No, there are not. Vowels. Let's check. We've got one vowel. It's short. Let's put a smile over it. Very good. And now we can sound out this word. You're on. Bud. Bud. A bud is when the flower, or it could be a leaf, but when the flower first starts to form, its petals are all closed up and it's small. And then as it grows, the petals open up and the flower blooms. So pretty. So, but the bud is when it's all closed up like that. So that's your flower term there, bud. Be sure to make a B at the beginning. Don't do a D at the beginning. If you do a D, you would get the word dud. And it actually is a word. It's something that doesn't work, that's broken. You'd say, oh, it's a dud. We can't use that one. So, but don't do dud. It's not a flower word. You do bud, definitely. All right, let's go on to the next one, which is STEM. Special sounds to circle? Why, yes, there are. Or there is. St. Let's circle that. Now, what about our E here? Are we going to mark it? Yes. That letter after E is not an R. So we can mark this E. It's one, so it's going to be short. So go ahead and sound out this word. Start with st. Go ahead. Stem. Stem. Right, yeah, and you know what the stem of a flower is. If I was drawing a flower over here, can you see it? Yeah. This would be the stem here, and of course here's the flower. There you go. Stem. All right, next word. Here we go. L E A F. F. There we go. Now, we're going to go ahead and check for special sounds. There aren't any. And now we're going to mark our vowels because, yeah, there are two of them. You know when two vowels go a-walking, the first one does the talking and says its name. So put a straight line over that E. We're going to have long E. A is silent, shh. We don't hear it. S-H, shh. Okay, we're ready for you to sound it out with long E. Go ahead. Right. Leaf. Leaf, of course. You can go ahead and copy leaf. You probably have room to do it 2 times. The same with bud and stem. I think you'd have room to copy those 2 times each. And of course, we're using Mr. Pencil. Excuse me, my throat's getting a little dry. Now, I didn't copy the words because I'm going to use this side to write some more words here. And our next word, R, O, O, T, S. Okay, are there special sounds? There is a special sound. Our vowels here, the O's. Because there are 2 O's, it's going to be making the special sound ooh. So go ahead and circle that. Double O is not a 2 vowel combo to give you long O. It's just not. Remember, those are silent E and OA. So our double O is making an oo sound here. I know it can make an sound, like in one of your spelling words this week. Good. But it's not making the sound, it's making an oo sound in this case. Go ahead and sound it out. Good. Roots. Roots. Now, what if I wasn't here telling you that it's going to make the oo sound? How would you know if it was oo or Try them both and see which makes sense. Let's say you just decided to try first, and you went roots. That doesn't sound right, but it does sound kind of like roots. Roots works with the oo. So you just test it and figure it out. Go ahead and write roots 2 times. I think it can work. Here's your next word. R, O, S, E. Any special sounds here? No. So let's mark our vowels. The O does not have like another O after it. It's got an S, so. And then our E doesn't have an R after it. We're okay there. So we've got 2 vowels. We're going to do the 2 vowel rule. Mark your vowels. And you're ready to read with, yes, long O. Go ahead. Rose. A kind of flower. A beautiful rose. Now, can it be like the sun rose? Yes, it can. And it's actually spelled the same. Another kind of homonym there. You've got one more word on your list. D. Make sure your line is on the right. A. I. S. Y. Make sure when you're making your Y, this is going to be lowercase. Make sure it's in the downstairs and the basement, please. Don't give me one of these where people aren't sure, did they mean an uppercase Y or what? Lowercase y, please. Let's go ahead and erase this one. Now, what about vowels and special sounds? Let's check it out. We do have an AI 2 vowel combo there, don't we? So we can go ahead and mark that. First one does the talking. We're not going to hear that I at all. We're going to be sounding this out with long A. Now when you get to this Y at the end, it is making a special sound. It is sounding like E. It's acting like a vowel. So I'm going to go ahead and circle the Y. And now we're ready for you to sound it out. Remember, it's long A. Now let's read it together. Daisy. Daisy. Hey, we're making daisy chains, right? For Mom. Shh, don't tell her. Okay, so daisy, of course, is another kind of flower. That, my friends, is your flower words page. Now, when you're done writing your words and marking your vowels and make it look pretty, of course, we want to do our best work. If you want to draw some flowers along the bottom here, this will be a fun assignment. Yes, an extra stamp on the page. And I do have a very pretty flower stamp of a rose, which is perfect since the word rose is on our paper today. So boys and girls, thanks for your attention and for your good listening. And God bless you. We will see you next time. Love you guys.